Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Jordan here from Artisan Electrics, and today I am doing this. So a bit of core drilling today for some inline fans that I'm installing in the roof space up here. I've got two 4-inch holes to core drill through this wall into the loft space, and then from there we're going to run a bit of solid ducting to these inline fans and then a bit of flexi down into the bathroom. Also replacing some downlights with LED ones because the customer changed the lamps to LED lamps, but they weren't compatible with the drivers, so they're flickering, which is really annoying. So we're just going to put integrated LED fittings in, and we've got a cooker hood to install as well in the kitchen to replace an existing one which has been really bodged up. I'll show you that a bit later. Hope you enjoy this video. If you do, hit a like and subscribe to the channel. So it's just started raining, which is absolutely typical, but I've got my core drill set here, and can you guess which one we're going to be using today? Basically the only one that I ever use really is this, which is 117 mil, so that gives space to get a 4-inch pipe in through the wall and then get the flappy grill on and everything. So we're going to be core drilling today using this, and also using this, which is a Titan drill. It's a real cheap and cheerful one that I picked up from Toolstation or something like that. The reason is they get absolutely hammered using core drills. I was using my Makita cordless in the past, but it just absolutely wrecked it. So now I just use this. It cost me 30 quid, and if it breaks then I'll just get a new one. So yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of core drilling and let you know how it goes. So for those of you who haven't done core drilling before, I want to let you know how this works, right? So you'll see in here there's this kind of guide piece. It's not sharp or anything like that. That is literally to guide the core drill through the pilot hole that you've already drilled. So you need to drill like a 10 mil pilot hole through the wall, and then you use this and it just keeps it straight going through. Otherwise what can happen is the core drill can just drift and you can end up not coming out where you wanted to, or you get a hole that's not really straight. So yeah, and in general we don't do core drilling on hammer, we just do it on the normal drill setting. Otherwise you can knock your teeth off your core drill. So this is just dry core drilling. This is an arm egg core drill bit, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can see these. It's a good little set so far, I'm very happy with it. So I've got through the first skin now of bricks here, so both through the first skin, but then underneath behind is another layer which is like silicone block, I think you call it, something like that. So it's a lot softer, so it should be easier to get through, but so far it's gone alright. It's taken me about 20 minutes to get just to do these two, so if you're wondering how long it takes, how long you should allow for core drilling, I usually allow like at least an hour per hole, but it really depends on the situation. But it's quite labor intensive, and it kills your arms because you're holding the drill up like really heavy drill, and you're holding it for ages. I have to have a little break in between for a couple of minutes, just let my arms rest and then carry on. So I'm gonna get through now the second skin, and then should be into the loft and be able to start running the ducting in. I absolutely hate core drilling. So I've finished it now. I had to drill from the other side in the end on the breeze block or silicone block or whatever you call it, because doing it from this side I was losing the angle, if you can see here, and if you can see that, but basically the drill started to drift a little bit. Happens a lot with core drilling. I don't really know how to stop it from doing that, to be honest. But I decided if I drill from the other side, that would reduce the drift and get a bit more accuracy. So I drilled it from inside the loft, the other side, and yeah, I managed to get through, so that's good. So you can see the hole there. You alright through there? Aye. Yeah, it's slightly out of line, but it's enough to get a pipe through, so it'll be fine. And then that's the same with this, basically. It's fine. Yeah, all good fun. So what I've got now is a bit of this thick soil pipe, which is really tough. I'm going to use this to go through the actual wall itself, just long enough to go either side of the wall, and then the rest of the way I'm going to use the proper white ducting pipe, ventilation ducting pipe, which will just sit just inside this. So then with a bit of duct tape around it, that will seal it up nicely. And this is just a bit tougher, so it means you can hammer it through the wall if it's a little bit tight and things like that. So I prefer to use this. So I've got the grey pipes in now, and they fit fairly snugly, but as you can see, this one's a little bit loose and it's got a bit of a gap around it. So what I'm going to do is just put some expanding foam inside just to fill around that, just to hold it in place and create a kind of an air seal as well, so that you don't get air leaking out the edge of the grill. So I'm going to do that, let it set, and then fill. And then put the flappy grills on. And this is where the big wipes come in handy, because we've got the flappy grills on now, but they get covered in dust. The window sill and everything gets covered in dust. So what I've done is I've blown off as much dust as I can with my device, my Makita blower, and then I'm just going to wipe these down now with the big wipes. And that will be nice and clean. Right, so I'm busy connecting these fans now. Just got them mounted on this board here, and basically the duct work is going along to the two core holes I've drilled through the wall. I'm using solid duct work as much as I can, but I'm going to use a bit of flexi here just to go down to that hole in the ceiling there, and then the other hole in the ceiling is just where that grey pipe's coming up at the moment. So I'm going to do a bit of solid here and then just turn into flexi and drop down in the hole there. I've got these 3 core cables that I'm connecting in, so just connecting these up. Just a little thing that I just thought about: when you are connecting a class 2 piece of equipment like a fan, what do you do with the earth wire? I usually put sleeving on longer than what's needed and then just sort of wrap it around, because I don't like to cut it off just in case it's needed in the future. Let me know in the comments what you do. And permanent live brown, switch live black sleeved with brown sleeving, and neutral grey sleeved with blue sleeving. Let me know if you do it any differently. The great thing about these Manrose fans is that they have a timer, and they also have 2 speed settings, so you can run them high power or slightly lower power depending on the size of the bathroom, so they're quite adaptable. So yeah, quite a handy little thing. They're good quality and they're reasonably priced, these Manrose fans. They're the MF 100Ts, so I've fitted them a few times in the past and they've always been quite good. Anyway, I'm stuck in this loft and I really can't be bothered to be filming up here anymore, so this cooker hood, right, I'm just taking it down now, but essentially the fan inside it must have broken or something, and so rather than replacing the whole thing, what they did was put a new inline fan in the ceiling for it, which is a bit weird. Never seen that done before, but there's basically a big metal box with an inline fan in the ceiling, which has failed, so it's just not working. You can just hear it buzzing, but it's not spinning. So I'm just going to replace this whole thing with a proper cooker hood with a proper integrated fan and everything. So unfortunately I got a bit distracted after that clip and failed to film anything else for the rest of the day. So I can't show you the finished product, unfortunately. I was just so busy trying to get everything finished off that I didn't actually take any more footage. But I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. Let me know in the comments what you think. And stay tuned, smash the like button, hit subscribe and the notification bell so that next video comes out, you will get notified, and hopefully I won't forget to film the finish of the job, because I know you like to see the finished product. So sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day.